And they've definitely provided a decent response to going one behind. Almunecar 1 goal up, but their forwards haven't really got into the game just yet. Raul has seen lots of the ball. Towards Marcos, and a changeover in possession, and once more no. Rosano out to high up from left back, will play the early ball in. There's a lot of waiting before delivering the cross. Will Smith, Joaquin. The ball out of play on the right-hand side. Rafia chest it down, and a nice little flick there onto Joaquin. 2 players over on the right-hand side. Heredia tries to play the early ball in. Rosano is there to pick up. It's Hewitt in back who goes for it and hits. And Nono was offside. He finished beautifully with great composure, but well, it was Hewitt who picked up the ball after Heredia tried to play in the cross that was blocked and hit the frame of the goal. Away from going 2 up were Almun opportunity. Enrique. Towards Sana, and a good battle with Enrique. Lots of space once again, up against 3 players, gets the ball in on the slide, but brought away. Nono, good control, and no luck with the ball in. Rosano didn't make the run, but he has the only goal so far. Bonillo, Jose. David Bonillo again. Jose plays it back to Marco. And Raul, who's seen more of the ball than anyone else. A flick on from Marcos, doesn't find Sana. Again, 2 forwards, not quite on the same wavelength as one another. So Will Smith will take this goal kick. Pretty decent level of service that we've seen from him so far. Hewitt. Oh, I was going to compliment him for the way he brought the ball down, but good thing I didn't. Would have spoken a touch too soon. The initial touch was good. Aram lays it off to the keeper. We saw lots of Pape Samba using his feet in terms of distribution and involved in possession, not as much from Will Smith, but then again not as much possession generally for the under-23s so far. This is Andre Mori, and headed out by Antonio on the left-hand side. Baza have used both wings to attack so far. Hewitt. Joaquin turns and plays the ball forward, and he does at least win the throw. Heredia nearly provided an opening a moment ago that led to a great chance and nearly a second goal. Raul. Enrique calling for it, gets it under pressure from Rosano, who's gone deep to try and apply some pressure. Not quite enough pressure though. In fact, it's his teammate Rafia who is down the ball well. But Baza gets straight on with it. Marco, Raul, Manrique to the right. Sana is free as well. Goes to Jose, gets past 2 players. Still going, and still he's past 4, and the shot hits Aran. So they're working really hard to try and Will Smith wants his players to push upfield and keeper Marcos. Bonilla, short to Enrique, really good control and turn away from Heredia. Sana was available on the right, and it's over, hit towards Antonio on the left. So Baza are also pushing right up, left full back high up the pitch. Too heavy that touch though that time. Heredia gets it. Nono once again finding himself in a very deep position. Heredia just about gets that ball to Leria High. Andres Mori now. Space to deliver the ball on the left. Goes forward, does not challenge. Heredia long towards the right, but not quite enough accuracy on the pass. Live coverage here. City de Baza against Almunecar under 23 side. Hewitt went in with the sliding challenge. Didn't get ball or player. Marco. Raul, him being allowed lots of time on the ball and being a key passer in this match seems to be a running theme. Dealt with by Joaquin nicely. Leaping with the header, Rosano nearly onto it. Bonilla. Jose. Rosano wins it back now. This could be a good chance. So Heredia waiting for the pace of Rosano. Nicely delivered past the right-hand side. So Hewitt making the forward run. He gets it now. Well played back inside. And now dealt with by Marco. Well, the initial first few passes were really good, but eventually defence got in there. Talking defence getting in, this time Leria High makes the interception. Nono could give it back, could try shooting, wasn't aware Manrique was the man on there. So Marco can clear down the Baza left. So the free kick is given late for a foul, I think, on Marco as he tried to play the ball. Jose. Sana, lots of space on the right, but Jose wants to go left towards Antonio again, and Joaquin has allowed him a bit of space here. Ball comes in, Aran, knocking everything away from the back. Bonilla. Now once again out to the left position. This time an early cross is delivered in, but to no avail. Baza 0, Almunecar 1. Only goal so far scored by Luca Rosano. So still inside the first half. Baza continuing to control possession, and here's actually a break from that. Nono. Chip to the right-hand side. Hewitt turns and tries to control and does really well. Rafia. Still Rafia now to Rosano, who'll shoot, and the ball will just wide. Goalkeeper had his heart in his mouth, but did eventually have it covered. Baza have a player down. Well, Rosano saw the shooting opportunity and went for it. There was a good chance. Goalkeeper's just gone to find the ball. No ball boys today. Players putting themselves. I don't think they've gone to fetch the one that went out of the stand and into the car park. Hopefully not smashed anyone's window. Heredia. Nono delivers this one in, blocked straight away by his opposite number. Back out to Nono. Heredia. Is he onside? Opposition have their hands in the air, and Heredia goes for goal. And it's just fisted away by the keeper. Unorthodox, but to be effective. Antonio on the left wing. Antonio now delivers a short ball in, flicked back by Marcos, and their waiting was Jose Lozano. Really good play on the right-hand side. They've done really well when there hasn't been much space. Hewitt and Rosano and, well, the home fans jeering the fact that, a little harshly I think, Hewitt didn't get that one under control. Nice header by Joaquin. Standing firm, Almunecar defence. Once again, Joaquin whacks that away. Bonillo. Manrique. Back to David Bonillo. And the right back. Jose has drifted out to the right side. Looks like Sana has come into the centre for now. Bit of a change around. A lofted ball in. Will Smith gathers really well. Smith with the pass that is nicely controlled by High, but not enough on the pass. Enrique gathers. Finds Bonillo. Jose doesn't get it under control. Heredia played some nice passes. Enrique. Interesting how some of the Baza players are interchanging positions and playing quite a flowing system. The wingers are coming deep for Almunecar. Nuno. It's inside. Heredia is there. Simple pass, as we saw last time, or try and get a proper cross in. Waiting for time. Oh, good. The goalkeeper had to come out. Really good bit of improvisation from Heredia. Just slowed the ball down and try to get things going. So live coverage of this match. City de Baza against Almunecar under 23s, who lead by 1-0. Luca Rosano. Marco. Sana back to the right. High watches it all the way. Nono flicks it on the turn. There, he receives the ball once more. Bonillo. Always with so much time on the ball. Enrique now out to the left. Rafia unlucky. It's Bonillo and Enrique have had more time on the ball than Rafia and Jose Lozano. Ball in from the left. Smith. Really good play. Tall keeper and doesn't even have to jump to get a lot of these. No. Another who's starting to grow into the game. Rosano goes out to the left. He goes for the shot from distance. And it's just over the bar. It was dipping. And it was a good effort. And ultimately they do have that one goal lead. Raul. To Bonillo. Nice ball on the chest. Yep. Charged down nicely by Rafia, who's working hard for his team. So Bonillo with this free kick just inside the Almunecar half. So it's a good delivery. Smith, aim again. Well, one of the better players certainly for the visitors. Just gathering everything. Hewitt doesn't get that one under control. He's getting a bit of jeers once again from the home supporters. Bonilla to Jose. Manrique. Ball was just behind him, flicks it off his heel. Comes forward. Jose is screaming for it. Heredia try to put him under pressure, left on the turf. Razzano does the same. He's really running hard. Forward again, down the left they go. But again, too much on the ball. In defensive position, get it forward. Rafia tries to fall over and can't, but does win the decision. So he's starting to grow into the game now. Up against a good player in David Bonillo. Heredia not for the switch of play and gets it out on the left. Lidia High is behind him for this. Manrique gets it out. With keeping possession. Away again by Manrique. Jose against Lidia High. Hewitt back to no trouble for the goalkeeper, so at this point the hosts from their point of view probably not doing what they'd want with the possession they have. Almunecar doing brilliantly to be a goal in front and still creating chances as well. So by the way, the FC Malaga City Under-23s game 1-1 at half-time. On the left, Aran is there, and as is Will Smith to gather again. Smith with the goal kick down to Hewitt, seemed to favour the right-hand side with his delivery. Manrique. Bonillo. Jose. Hewitt with a really good challenge. Rafia. Turnover. Heredia to his left. And Enrique was there. Looked like he caught Heredia. High. An option for Nono, who shoots, and it's blocked by Raul and into the keeper's hands. Nono electing to get another shot away. Keane not giving for Antonio. The crowd really enjoying the battles down the Almunecar right-hand side. And it's another yellow card. I think that goes the way of Hewitt, who's protesting towards the ref. So a Luca Rosano header separating and City de Baza. Well, a bit of a scuffle now breaks out between the two teams. It was the challenge by Hewitt, and well, obviously the crowd are in, but I don't think it's helping settle the affair necessarily. A number of players are involved and to sort it all out. Hopefully you won't see too many cards. Nono and Lozano among those trying to settle the scores. So a bit of a stoppage here, and I think the coach is calling for players to settle and get back on with the game. Well, the atmosphere is good. Visiting players interact with the home fans. We're just waiting to see if there'll be any cards from the referee from that. There was one previously given to Jacob Hewitt. At the moment the referee doesn't look as though, unless it's been missed out of sight, doesn't look as though he's shown any more cards. Crowd, I think, were calling for a sending off, but everyone still on the pitch. Will Smith once again wants his players way upfield. Lydia High over the halfway line, really pushing up now in the latter stages of this first. Baza nil, Almunecar 1. And was that a handball there by Antonio? Heredia was chief protester, and Joaquin now standing over this ball. For Almunecar in blue shirts and black shorts. Free kick to the right of the centre circle. Delivers this one long, and not really towards a blue shirt. Manrique. Good pressure from Joaquin again. Hewitt can't quite win that one. Heredia does. And once again, they're battling with so little space on that right-hand side when there's a lot of openness on the left. Joaquin cheered on by his teammates. He was definitely caught there by the Baza player who does get a yellow card this time. Both challenging on the floor, so perhaps the fact that Joaquin was on the floor rather than on his feet meant that he was more likely to being caught, but that looked like a yellow card. And this is working in the favour of Almunecar. So Will Smith forward once again towards Rosano, just about dealt with by Marco. Bonillo, Enrique. A rare loose pass there in midfield from the hosts. Enrique. Antonio. Back to Enrique. Been more on the left in the last few minutes. Jose. Good tackle. Andres Mori away. And there we are, the half-time whistle. And it's been a half in which City de Baza, the home side, have tried to pass the ball around neatly and nicely and nicely even. And in the first few minutes, they did create two good chances. One was a great save by Will Smith, And another just went wide, and then a lovely cross in from the left-hand side resulted in a Luca Rosano header, and that is the only goal that we've seen so far. Teams have pretty much cancelled each other out. Bit of a scuffle late on in that half meant it kind of petered out to a close. And after 45 minutes played, it's City de Baza 0, Almunecar 1. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 70, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, so we're in the UK. My first ever trip over to England, and I think it's been a success, to be honest. We're finishing up now our 4-day experience with a tour around Carroll Road. We brought the boys down here last night. They got to see a live Premier League game against Manchester United, and then we're now getting to see the stadium where the Manchester United players and Norwich players were playing last night. So unbelievable experience. Yeah, I think it's gone as well as it could have. We have to review it now, and I mean you can always do better. But for a first hit out, I think we've done a sterling effort, and I can't thank the staff enough. From the media guys to Juan Carlos, Ryan, has been absolute trooper. I think everyone's really dug in, and it shows kind of what this project's about. That it's not just the glitz and glamour, but we've got people that are really here for the cause and just to do the best for the players.
The best thing probably about the academy is just being able to meet different footballers from around the world and play against the big teams that you wouldn't get to in Australia.
The coaches here are absolutely amazing. They help me in everything, teach me the movements, the run, the passes, what to do and what not to do, and to be honest, I've become such a better player since I've arrived.
If I had to describe football in one word, I would choose magical. It's just a sport that I couldn't describe how much it means to me, and everything revolves around it. And it's just all I have, and it's all I'm gonna have, and it's all I want to do for the rest of my life.
I would say life, because I feel like my life moves around football, and it's just, I'm always watching football, I'm always playing football, and I always have it on my mind.
Probably a dream, God's given me the ability to play, so I'm enjoying it. I have to keep working hard, training, and I'll see where it takes me.
I play football because I love it, just like ball.
For me,
If you want to make it, just go for it, train and don't give up.
Be able to adapt and change to things. Soccer is a very subjective sport, and it's all about the coach's mind and what they're trying to play, but it's really been a fantastic experience for me, and I would recommend you come try it out yourself.
So ready to get going in the second half. We'll see if there are any substitutions at half time. Possibly by the home side as well. As they try and chase the game in this second half, but Almunecar doing really well to be a goal up with 45 minutes played. Could all change in the second half, as we know. Players trying to keep warm, finding it a bit chilly out there. So just waiting for this second half to kick off. And there we are. Away for the second half. Jose down to Antonio. Saw a lot of the ball on the left-hand side in the first half. Back to Marco. Raul, the other centre-back for Ciudad de Baza. Enrique. Back to Raul. Well, apart from those two early chances, it was all possession for the home side, but not doing enough with it from their point of view. Almunecar hit the post after going in front. With a subsequent follow-up finish offside. Joaquin has been the strength in the defence and down the right-hand side, getting his head to the ball and going in for some feisty challenges. So two changes have come on, it looks like, for Almunecar. Gerson Maldonado and Pepe Rascon, number 3 and number 6. And I'm just trying to work out who has gone off. It looks like the goal is off. I'll work out the other player in a moment. It might be Rafia, the number 8. No, he has come out for the second half. I'll work that out in a minute. Lozano is there in midfield, as is Rafia. So Will Smith in goal. It's the same back four of Joaquin Andres Mori, Miguel Heredia just in front of the back four and creating in midfield. The other centre-back is Aran, and then left-back is Leria High. And then, yes, Heredia, joined by Lozano in central midfield. Might actually be playing as a back 5 now, because Maldonado dropping quite deep. Hugh, the other player who has gone off, in fact, and Rafia has pushed up a little. So that's looking for a more defensive formation and taking off the striker who scored the goal. So they know that Baza will come back in this second half and try and do what they did in the first half and hold on to this lead. Try to turn it up against Manrique and nearly manages to get his foot to the ball to play it into the box. Rafia's done really well, as has Enrique, to come away with it. Maldonado, ball just escapes him, but comes the way of Joaquin. He checks back well. Pepe Rascon. Aran. Out to Gerson Maldonado. His first chance to get in. Delivers the cross in and into the goalkeeper's arms via the bounce. I guess it proved effective. Okay, lots of to try and pick out the pass, but doesn't do it. Aran is there. Back to Raul. Marco. Bonio. And out of play by the left back. So I can hear the panting breath of Antonio as he comes to collect the ball. Played out towards Rafia, nice nutmeg there. But ultimately, ball turned over and once again it is. So Rafia now. Pepe Rascon. And that one goes wide on the right-hand side away from Maldonado. So really scrappy opening to this half with Almunecar, the leading side in the leading by 1-0. Luca Rosano header. He's now gone off for this second half. Antonio, long range shot, easy for Smith. So yes, important context there with the league leaders 1 goal up. They've actually won 6 in a row and beat Isnayoth 7-0 and have 32 points. The second place side, and then City de Baza are in third place, only 1 point behind, so this could help build a gap. Hasn't been that much to separate these two sides thus far, though. Baza, well, they were unbeaten early in the season and have suffered a blip recently, losing 3 out of their last 5 games. Lost 4-0 at CF Motril last week, but have accrued 31 points so far this season, 1 fewer up till now than Almunecar. Like they are about to make a third substitution. Heredia is coming off. Looks like Philippe, the number 17, has come on, and he's immediately taken up a position on the left-hand side. Rascon. Joaquin absolutely launched it forward and beyond his attackers. Raul. Marco is calling for it. Bonillo just in front. Now pushing fullbacks high up the pitch. Joaquin, lovely interception. Oh, so unlucky not to come away with the ball, but still keeps Jose on his toes. Bonillo. Raking pass out to the left and will remain in play. Aran once again with the clearance. Jose takes a quick throw and has the ball back. Pepe Rascon right in front of him, and like a sparring partner stops him from getting away. Bonillo. Well, they're going for what you'd call Hollywood balls, try and create an opportunity, feeling that there's a bit more urgency to the play in this second half of the home side, but Almunecar just soaking up a lot of this pressure. Leria high, back to Enrique, And in the end, Hai was fouled as he tried to clear the ball. And they brought on some strong players in Maldonado who are going to try and keep possession and keep hold of this lead, importantly. So, City de Baza 0, Almunecar 1. The Rosano header in that first half of not too many clear-cut opportunities, to be honest. But Almunecar don't mind too much. This would be a big, big win. And no doubt that's why we saw some tension in the first half. A few scuffles between the players down by the benches. Antonio on the left, once again now inside the penalty area, away from Joaquin, and whacked clear. Jose Lozano, really important interception, and then Joaquin was there covering to help out. With intensity, and we've played a third of this second half. And that was probably the best chance that the hosts have created. So from an Almunecar point of view, the game plan for the second half is working. Might sacrifice creating as many chances from themselves, but not as much space for the likes of David Bonillo to pick out passes. Here he is on the ball, the number 6. Going long, try and cut through the midfield pack. Smith just waits the ball to drop inside the area so he can pick it up and play it out to Leria Hai. And Manrique just runs into Hai, surely. Well, it looked like it was just the natural obstacle. He couldn't go anywhere. Ends up being a free kick. So we will see what the delivery is like. So both centre-backs have gone forward for this one, and the header is up, but not quite the direction on it. And Marco puts it into Will Smith's arms. Another nice goal kick out to Philip on the left-hand side. Keeps the ball in nicely. Leria Hai plays it hopefully forward. Raul. Marco. Raul. So now Baza trying to build from left back. Jose. Options down the right-hand side with Manrique. Up against two players, and one of them high, and then Philip intercepts, and he caught the player there. So another free kick on the right-hand side. And the last one of the rare opportunities that a Baza player in a red shirt managed to get ahead to the ball inside the penalty area. Andres Mori or Aran have been there to clear it away. So the ball will be played in once again, and it's full-backs who remain defending. Everyone else has gone forward. So some late runs being made. This one is lofted in high. Aran is there this time. Bonilla and blocked again, Aran. And well, this is interesting. I think that was blocked by his back, was it? Players were jumping to do everything to get their bodies in the way. Well, difficult to see where exactly that was on the pitch. I think it was just outside the penalty area. So they're 1-0 down and have a good opportunity, but maybe this one is too close to the goal to hit it up and over, but still that goal looks mighty big from the perspective of something to aim at. Bonillo standing over. And Sana. And Jose, it's Bonillo. And that is easy for Smith. Floodlights on now as the sun starts to set here in Baza, in the mountains, and Philip with a bit of a tussle there with Manrique. Enrique now forward. Joaquin heads it away. One of those players who looked like they'd head away a brick. No trouble putting your head to everything. Well, you just have to credit the way Almunecar are soaking up the pressure. So that's the keeper's ball. Once again, that bit of urgency from the home side. They want to get back into this match. And as long as it remains 1-0, then you feel, always have an opportunity of coming back. Raul. Back to the keeper and out to the other central defender, Pepe Rascon, putting Jose under pressure. Surely he'll go left here, and does, and gets away from Rascon. Bonillo. Jose. And once again, the space down the left-hand side. Enrique. And in the end, the final ball didn't come off for the substitute striker. Number 16 was just racing into the channels there. Down the left-hand side of the penalty area. Good header there. Away. Maldonado with a bit of time. Rafia. Philip. Hasn't had much opportunity so far and crowded out there. 3 defenders on him. Aran. Forward. Rafia and Nono. Rafia. Lots of time for him. And that one was looping, but will go over and a way out on the far side. So Enrique now on the ball. Another really good interception, this time by Leria High. Gets it away to Philip. Nice bit of skill from him. So what can he do with a bit of space now? Back to Rafia. Enrique is there. Well, some really good contests that we've seen so far, and particularly, you'd have to say, down the wings. Nono has now switched out to the right-hand side. And Philip, the substitute, on the left. It was Hewitt on the right in the first half, who also put in a great shift. Jose. Manrique. Now to Marcos. So Jose wins the throw. In a decent position, so Aran is trying to lead the organisation at the back for Almunecar. So the league leaders looking for 7 wins in a row, but this game is far from over, you feel. And that results in a goal kick, so a bit of fortune going the way of the visiting side, and they hold on to their lead, and they're starting to look good for it as well. So Will Smith just taking his time over this goal kick, and why not? So heading towards the closing stages of this match in Baza. The hosts third in the table coming in, but losing 3 out of the last 5 league matches in the Andalusian second division. Marco to Raul with the captain's armband, Manrique. Enrique with a great run. Pass to, well, the player was just on the floor there. Andres Mori. Didn't look like a foul. Aran came forward to intercept, and looks like he's all right. Won the free kick in the end. Doing a great job for his team, the tall defender, one of the tallest players on the pitch. Andres Mori out to the left, and well, Almunecar once again have a throw, this time in an attacking position, and the ball is exactly where they'd want it to be at the moment, as far away as possible from their own goal. So Lydia Height will take, scoops the ball up towards Maldonado, gets a flick on. And that should be a goal kick. So Tyler, the number 24, has come on. Looks to be playing deep in central midfield alongside Pepe Rascon. Keep an eye on how that develops. Jose is also deep. He tries to create opportunities, but not really doing so. Famous last words. Here's Manrique. Philip races to meet him and then puts the brakes on. Sliding a little across the turf. The pitch in pretty good condition though. Aran, oh, wondered whether he'd deal with that, just leaves it. Antonio has a chance on the left-hand side, and goalkeeper has to deal with that. And a little bit of fortune that the ball wasn't parried to the Baza forward who is coming in, but really good save nonetheless. Just dealing with the issue. So plenty of blue shirts back defending this one, and Philip now can race on the counter-attack. He has Nono on the right-hand side. Takes a touch to get it away, a little bit heavy there, and Manrique comes and clears. But once again, good territory for Almunecar, as the hosts prepare to bring on another substitute. So Almunecar pushed up as they prepare also to make another change. Let's have a look. So Nono is coming off, and the home fans I think sarcastically applauding. He's been a bit of a nemesis, bit of a thorn in their tail throughout. Tyler now tries to pass to the latest substitute, which is Silvio Cristovi. Looks like he's going to replace Nono on the right. Jose has space this time. Pepe Rascon just gets in there, so does Tyler. And Rascon scoops the ball away on the floor, just does enough, but trouble isn't over. Talking of over, that's exactly where the ball goes from the shot from Enrique. Well, we're approaching the point at which Almunecar would really hope to hold on to what they have. Pepe Rascon, header forward. Marco away. Aran now, the latest to head the ball, and a roar as Antonio goes for that header. Looks like he's gone to left back with Sana now on the left side in front of him. Raul asked to deliver with a creative forward pass. He goes right to Manrique. Raul to Jose. Lots of communication from both teams. Antonio, they're trying to be clinical in the attack, but it's just more and more possession. Sana will go for a long shooting opportunity, and ball goes high and wide. So a much changed team now compared to the first half. Very few still on the pitch that started for Almunecar. Rafia is one of them, and he's certainly grown into the game, as I've been saying. And Leria High, Mori, and Aran and Joaquin and Smith, they are the players who started the match. So the same back four, and then pretty much all change apart from Rafia. Rafia, who is really fighting there with two Baza players. Enrique on the right, Maldonado tries to get in there. And Rascon, he is trying to get something on the ball. That was feisty with Joaquin going for it. And just look at the pace. He's got plenty left in the legs, chasing that one and stopping Jose from getting to it, because otherwise the defence were a little exposed there. And even if Joaquin is penalised for that challenge when the ball goes out of play, he's still done a good job for his team. So ball's going to come in from this left-hand side, almost like a corner kick. Bonillo to take. Andres Mori defending at the near post. Let's see what Bonillo can provide. It's away by Mori at the near post. Well anticipated. Back in by Bonillo. And gathered by Smith. And he'll just hold on to that for a few seconds. So the league leaders, a goal to the good, an early Luca Rosano header. And they've changed the shape of their team a little bit. Not quite as high a defensive line. Letting the defence for Baza just pass out from the back. But then there's not as much space to run into as there was before in the first half. And all credit to the coaching team for perhaps spotting that and doing something about it. Bonillo, he looks up. Looks up into the cloudy sky and the mountains. Gray up above and ahead of him. And red shirts well marked by those in blue. City de Baza 0, Almunecar 1. Maldonado coming down the left and challenged in the end by Jose, who just appeared to be quicker along the turf. Sana is an option down the left, but instead he goes back and tries to find Enrique, headed away by High. Maldonado again, more space this time. Rafia. Christovy is calling for it. Just waiting a few seconds before delivering that pass. Christovy towards Maldonado, and that is Manrique's ball. And Philip has switched towards the right, albeit perhaps momentarily. Difficult to know who to mark for this Baza defence with such fluid attacking play. Philip now more central perhaps, and Rafia definitely the number 10, or the most forward of the central midfield players, with Pepe Rascon and Tyler behind him. Lydia High escapes one challenge, lots of space. Quite a lot of pace on that ball though. Antonio further back now. They put who was a winger into the left back spot in the hope of going on the attack, but he's only defending at this point. Joaquin against Sana. Joaquin holds on to that one and hopes to win a throw. That surely went out of play and is a throw in to the visiting side. So the clock winding its way towards 90 all the time. That's the way time works. Christovy. Rafia up against two players, holds on to the ball. Maldonado. Number 6. Down the left-hand side, cuts inside, goes out and shoots from range and just goes wide. And that's closer. That certainly warranted a long-range drive. Although perhaps his manager might have preferred him to hang on to the ball for a little bit longer. No question, if it stays the way it is, Baza will be disappointed they haven't made more from their possession, and Almunecar will be absolutely delighted to come away with another win. Aran gets something on that ball. Initially thought it was going to be ahead, but in the end cleared it with his feet. Jose turns, looks for an option. Are they out of ideas, Baza? Enrique has High for company. Forced to go back to Raul. Bonillo. Jose doesn't have a shooting opportunity just yet. He does go for it. He creates the chance late in the game. Jose, the man who's tried to pick the midfield passes. Didn't look like there was anything on for him, but he went to the left, dropped the shoulder and slotted the ball into the corner past Will Smith. And Almunecar have done everything to try and hold on to their lead. But Jose finds the leveller late in the game. It's Baza 1, Almunecar 1. Well, you just wondered whether the hosts had anything left to give. It seemed like they'd had pass after pass after pass without creating chances. The Jose, to the frustration, no doubt, of Almunecar, has levelled this match. So Almunecar, let's see how they can respond. 3 points would be the ideal, but don't forget they're up against the side who were unbeaten until recently and are in third place, only 1 point behind, so a point still a good result. Let's see how the last few minutes will go. Generally speaking, it has been quite an even game, and it's been one with good intensity and some tempers as well. Not too many clear-cut opportunities though. but good displays all round. What a tussle that is, with Pepe Rascon involved and Enrique. And now the home side will retreat. Andres Mori and Joaquin over this ball. So just inside the host half, going to be Rafia, who comes back to take this one. Aran is there, and nearly, so nearly, but eventually into the keeper's hands. Raul to Bonillo. Manrique just slips as he tried to control the ball. Antonio is pushed up on the left. Aran, another good header. Pepe Rascon, good takedown. And here is Joaquin. Short to Christovi. Rascon is the infield option. Tyler wins it really well then. Out to Leria High. Solid display all afternoon long from the left back position. So Philip looks to be more central now. Maldonado just behind the forwards. Lots of space here for Sana, with Joaquin getting the high foot in, and he will go on an overlapping run here, so watch out for that. Christovi, though, just took the ball a little bit too far. And that ball is out of play, and it hits one of the substitutes' blankets. That's now keeping them warm, perhaps more justified because it has dropped the temperature in this second half, no doubt, as we head into the evening here in Andalusia. So Baza 1, Almunecar under 23 side 1. So it looks like a double substitution for the hosts. So you just wonder whether both sides will settle for a point in this match, or if we do have an opportunity to find a winner. Sometimes when the temperature drops, the intensity can do a little as well at the end of a match, but I think if you dangle the carrot of potential victory in front of these teams, I would very much like it against their rivals. So Baza in red, Almunecar blue shirts, black shorts. Floodlights are on. Inside the last few minutes of this one, Borneo will take this free kick. So good delivery away by Aran, just about. Rafia. Ball played long for Philip. Might hope to use his pace in this situation. Philip does get on the ball. Is he away? That's his, surely. Rascon is one of the few options in the centre. Oh, and suddenly it breaks for Maldonado, and then for Rafia. Just waits. Christovi, will he cut inside? On to the right. Good defending, and the keeper is there. Well, some really good passes. You have to say, it looked like it was one to try and chase, to try and hope for, and suddenly Philip got hold of the ball. And from there, a couple of opportunities. And unlucky at the end. The goalkeeper did come out well, perhaps slightly hurt in that challenge, but it was one that certainly Christovi was entitled to go for. So no sign of that intensity dropping, I'm glad to say, inside these final few minutes in Baza. So how is this one going to end? the league leaders coming in, Almunecar under 23s in the Andalusian second division. In the better form coming in, 6 wins in a row. Enrique. Sana. And away on that left-hand side, Maldonado. Not as much as he would have wanted on that. Pepe Rascon nicks in wonderfully. Himself up against 2 players. Still racing into the next tackle though. Plenty of challenges, plenty of changes of possession here. Antonio finds himself once again on the left. The ball nearly comes in, but what an interception that is by Andres Mori. Denied what would surely have been a late winning goal perhaps. Andres Mori was there. Another substitution, by the way, is Eric Graham, who's come on the left side of defence for Almunecar in the last couple of minutes. And looks like Leria High has gone off. So everyone back defending apart from Philip for this corner. So the corner ball comes in. Bonillo is there and it's cleared off the line twice. And then Smith has it. Oh my word. Late drama in Baza. It was the shot and then the header. And feet and then the head off the line. And the home fans are banging against the stadium holdings. Enrique against Aran. So important, those second balls late in this match. Can't leave anything to chance. Pepe Rascon outside of the boot towards Philip. Another one to chase down that channel. They're both tugging each other's shirts there a little. So a moment to catch the breath really after that charmed life that the goal was living a moment ago. Rafia, that one is a little loose, but there's no one ahead. Given that long pass, goes straight to Smith. Christovy, ball just goes out there, so towards Wacken, who take this throw. 1-2 with Rascon. Ball just went out of play in the air. Antonio to Marco. Raul. Manrique on the right. Pressure from Maldonado, now from Philip. None of those long raking passes, but Will Smith, he'll be disappointed with the goal that went into the far corner, but other than that he's had a strong game. Philip goes up for the ball. Bonillo the one to bring it down. Enrique. Good challenge by Tyler. Well, it looked like that was a fair challenge. Enrique went down. Barged him out the way, did Tyler, but looked pretty fair. Baza get the decision. Bonillo just holding his hip there, but he will take this free kick. Once again, only Philip back defending Maldonado, and Alan will try and get their head to this. Tyler does, header goes back. Joaquini's there. Joaquin with another whack. hoof away as time goes forward. Bonillo brings it down as he has been doing. Antonio on the left. Instead he goes right, and the diving header comes in. Will Smith anticipated it. Marco gets in the way of Rafia. Enrique. Still Enrique. Oh, he goes past the challenge, but the ball goes out of play. Well, supporters absolutely loving the end to this match. Corner might well be taken quickly here. Players racing just to be ready. And the ball is into the corner. And Baza, they were behind for so long, but they have found another late goal. The corner was taken quickly. I wasn't sure whether the forwards were ready to attack it. But in the end, once again, the ball does go into that bottom corner. The other side this time past Will Smith, and it's Baza 2, Almunecar 1. And those in blue have given so much. It has seemed throughout this match like the defence has been so organised. We saw 2 clearances off the line. We saw Andres Mori make a crucial interception late on. And they came in as league leaders and are now behind. And as things stand, Baza were 1 point behind, so there'll be 2 points in front unless Almunecar can find an equaliser. Aran has gone forward from centre-back late on, and he's nearly there on the end of that pass from Kristovic. Well, we saw at half-time that a bit more of a defensive shape to try and prevent there being enough space for the host to try and attack. Now that plan worked. But eventually the Baza attack has been fruitful. Bit of frustration now at the end of this match. Andres Mori remonstrating with his opponent and with the referee. So Baza 2, Almunecar 1. And waiting for the match to resume. Might well be quite a few minutes added on. No. In fact, that is all we have time for. Well, no doubt the tempers remain a little. Almunecar went in at half-time, leading by 1-0 thanks to that Rosano header in the first half. We saw so much possession for Baza, but they weren't able to do anything with it, despite dominating the midfield. That seemed to change after half-time. Pepe Rascon, among those doing really well to just stop David Bonillo and his midfield colleagues for the host getting on the ball. And you thought that the likes of Aran and Joaquin, who'd organised the defence so well, were holding on to what they had and creating chances also. And then the crucial interception from Mori, the clearances off the line as well. It looked as though it was going to be Almunecar's day until Jose, who had been lively throughout the match, tucked the ball into the corner and finished off an opportunity he created. And then the late winner to sink Almunecar hearts. And it's finished here to the delight of the home fans, who have at least provided an atmosphere that everyone has enjoyed. you'd have to say, and has helped make the game an intense and enjoyable one, as we always knew it would be. But what we know is that there will be a change of lead in the Andalusian second division. It's finished after a late comeback, dramatically. Baza 2, Almunecar 1.